happy, but they were just vibing off of your happiness, they were just pulling off of you, you need to beware, because one of two things is going to happen. You're going to either become miserable like them, or they are going to suck you dry. Because you cannot get sad enough to make a sad person happy. You cannot get sick enough to make a sick person well. You cannot baby or pacify or nurture someone enough to help sustain them. That has to come from them. And you will be the one who will end up losing out if you're not careful. So please be very, very careful with what it is you're trying to do for another person, because that is not your responsibility. You are just to enhance and to help vibe off of, you both bounce off of one another's joy, happiness, peace. If they don't have no peace, pretty soon you're not gonna have none. If they don't have no joy, pretty soon you're not gonna have none. You have to make sure that you're not just caught up in the honeymoon of a situation and they're not playing the game in order to mask their pain. Because sooner or later, I'm telling you, the truth is going to be revealed. And if you're not strong enough, you're going to be stuck in something that you did not want, you did not see coming, and you really will not have any pure, true happiness or love, loyalty, trust being involved in. It's all up to you. The choices you make. And you should never let anyone else or what other people are going to think about you keep you stuck in something that you know is detrimental to your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical being. Now, these are just tips to assist you because, like I said, there are a lot of married, miserable people. It's sad. It is really sad. And they try to, because they've been taught, it's hard work and it's going to take struggle. And no, it's not. That is a lie from the pit of hell. That is not God's will or plan for you or any marriage. That means something or somebody needs some assistance. And if it's either, whichever spouse it is, they can't get it from the other person. And don't be tricked. And don't let them make you think that you're their cure or you're the remedy to what's going on with them, because you are not that. If they don't take responsibility for it and get and seek the help, and it ain't gonna take a day, a month, or a year for it to happen. Because some people, this stuff is rooted from childhood. Traumas and things that they've been through that they have never dealt with. Mental situations from their parents, from their being abused, and just a lot of things that they saw as children that they just really just threw in the back of their minds to cope or to deal with. It was never addressed. The adults in their lives, sad to be said, never addressed it, knew what was going on with these kids, knew what these kids were dealing with, and never addressed it. And now they're grown adults still dealing with that trauma. And it's sad. and they really don't face it or realize it until it's too late. Sometimes, until they've lost something or someone that was good for them, that could have been something, that they could have lived happily ever after with, but the choices we make to not face ourselves, but to always point the finger and not take responsibility for why we think the way we think or why we feel the way we feel. We have been listening to some great instrumentals. We listened to Stays the Same by Gloria Tells, Real Low Low by Gloria Tells, Upgrade by Spring Gang. And let's find a nice soft. Baby It's You by Revel Day. Baby It's You.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me, but baby, it's you.
And that's what everybody must realize. Take your stuff back. It is not the person you're with. It is not your mama. It's not your sister. It's not your daddy. It's not your son. It's not your daughter. It's not your spouse. It's you. You are where you are in life because of you. Because of your actions. Because of your vibration. Because of your thoughts. Because of your desires. Stop blaming other people for the life that you are living or the life that you have lost. It is you. Take responsibility. That's what we all need to do as adults.
You stole your peace, put it on me, but baby, it's you. Lie like a ride, but take your stuff back, baby, it's you. Baby, it's you.
Y'all didn't know I could harmonize, huh? I just wanted to come on and free somebody today. If you are the one who is free in a relationship mentally and the other person's been trying to blame you for everything, just realize it's not you. You're not crazy. And if you're the one who wants to suck the life out of the other person, get help, because you need it. Because it's not, like I said, it's not going to benefit either one of you. And that's in any type of relationship, from a parent-child relationship to a employer-employee relationship, a leader member relationship, spouse relation, any type of relationship, every person involved has to be free themselves and face their own realities and face what it is that they have going on with them before they look out and try to blame it on other people. We are now listening to In Love With Myself, Catnip featuring Milva. You must, and that's the problem. Most people are not in love with themselves. They're trying to find love in all the wrong places and all the wrong faces. And it's wrong anytime it's outside of you. You have to love yourself first. Most people get in relationships and they do not know how to love themselves, so they will never, ever know how to love you. They think it's in actions, they think it's in gifts, they think it's in words, they think it's in sex, but it's not. It's in first them knowing how to love themselves. Once you truly put yourself first and know how to love yourself, then if you're in love with yourself, you can vibe with someone else who's in love with themselves. That's how you see those couples, and it's like, oh my God, they're just perfect, and oh my God, everything just vibes, and they're just the perfect, that's because they're both in love with themselves, and that love is shared amongst themselves. They're not seeking it from the other person. They're sharing it with them because they both are filled up. See that 50-50, that I'm looking for someone to complete. No. Two complete people is what makes a whole and a complete relationship. You can't have one complete person and one half person, and you can't have two half peoples make a full whole relationship. It does not work. It never will. It never has. Two whole people is what makes a relationship work. In years, the amount of time, that's why, all these anniversaries and people applauding folks for how many years that means absolutely nothing if you are miserable. If you and your husband haven't touched each other in over 20 years or 15 years or 5 months, or what does it mean that other people think, oh, but they've been together 30 years? What does that mean? And you're miserable. It means absolutely nothing. Who does that? Love yourself enough to get help for yourself. Love yourself enough to understand what really makes you happy, and do that. Live that. This is Self-Made Woman by Catherine Appleton featuring Maja Norming. Life is supposed to feel good. It is okay. It's okay for you to be happy. That is okay. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to be happy. And there's nothing wrong with you